Hello, Libra lovelies. Welcome back to Lanmou Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us again. This will be a general reading for Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising for the last 2 weeks of March. And thank you for your continued support, Libra. You will consistently have one of the highest viewership on the general readings. I'm still new here, trying to build this little community of especially those of you that are new in your spiritual awakening, that are seeking guidance and greater awareness. I'm very thankful that you're joining me as I'm basically answering the call, okay, from my guides, from God, to do this, to be of service. And it's been a true labor of love. All right, Libra, I've pre-shuffled these cards. You have quite a few jumpers. We have a 4 of swords that came out for you. Some of you, if you feel like you need to take a break, you need to rest, please do so. Okay. And we are ready. Spirit, what message, guidance do you have for Libra friends? What message, guidance do you have for Libra friends? Oh my goodness. When I say the energy is jumpy, the energy is jumpy. That's like a whole stack of cards coming out here, Libra. I'm going to ask that you please take a few moments. Take some deep breath. Inhale through your nose. A long exhale through your mouth, okay? Do that as many times as you can. Try to ground yourself, Libra, to receive the message. And so you can also interpret it to your best and highest good. I feel like the energy is very anxious here for Libra. Perhaps some of you are impatient about something. Here we go. Spirit message and guidance for Libra friends. Weird cut. That's the way it came out. Justice. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. 10 of Cups. That was the card that was on top of that pile that came out with you for you, Libra. 10 of Pentacles and the Magician. Wow, very strong, Libra. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And that 3 of Pentacles came out. It flipped what I was shuffling for one of those readings I was doing yesterday. And I don't flip my cards in reverse. I don't keep them as such. But it flipped during shuffling and I saw it, but I don't know which card it was. And I left it and I'm like, okay, when it's supposed to come out, it will come out. If it's supposed to flip back, it will. And here it is. It's showing up for you, Libra. So there's a message there. So it's of even greater significance. The 3 of Pentacles is a card of partnership, okay? Especially in a work situation. It's also, we call it the builder, right? Look here. I'm gonna put it upright so you can see what's happening here in this image. So they're literally building this cathedral, right? In the regular tarot, there's actually 3 people here. Here we see 2 people. One of them is carrying the stones, and here's someone almost like this is the one of the priests walking by, checking the work that's being done in the church, right? We don't see the other figure there because he's carrying a robe, right, on his arm, like he's on his way there to do the work. So we have this in reverse, and it came out like that's the way it wanted to come out. So it seems like there is a partnership that you're trying to get you're trying to get together, okay? And this is like there's a sense of aggression in this 3 of Pentacles, because this is the Mars in Capricorn card, and we know Mars deal with aggression. It's a planet of war and and battle, and it's fierce. It's always fierce. And Capricorn deals with Saturn, the planet of basically of severity, of like rules, discipline, walk the straight line. So there's a sense of, and I felt, that's what I felt when I was shuffling your card. There were so many jumpers. There was a sense of impatience, right? Of almost anxiety, anxious energy that I was feeling. And that's why I asked you, and I was doing it myself, to ground ourselves, okay? So there's a sense there in regard to a partnership. You may need to, we also had the Four of Swords that came out. You may need to find some sort of mental stability. You may need to take a moment to, a breather, to work things out, to see exactly what's working and what's not, okay? But what we're looking at here on the table is everything is working for the best. Wherever it is, whatever actions you're taking, you are being guided in that directions, okay? And everything is going to work out. There's no need to worry. There's no need to question this partnership, right? The way he's looking is he's checking out the work there. There's a sense of like, let me see what they're up to, like, right? There's a sense of, I don't say distrust, but there's a sense of, okay, yes, this is a partnership, but he's the one carrying the heavy load, right? He's the one carrying the heavy load, those big basket of stones there, and he's just walking, checking in and going like, okay, that's good, probably giving his 2 cents on what's going on. So there is a partnership here that needs some kind of recalibrating, if you will, okay? So we start with the actual reading, the cards on the table. You have Justice. That's beautiful. Justice is actually the card of Libra, and that's the first card that came out for you, Libra. This is you in your full power. It's a major arcana. And yes, Justice is with trying to find balance. It's Lady Justice here. She has the sword in one hand, and she pointing up, okay? Pointing up, that's the sword of clarity, the sword of justice, of truth, pointing to the heavens. All right, and then she has the scale in the other hand, and 2 people in front of her seeking, pleading their case, right? They're at your court now, Libra. What's going to be the verdict, right? What's going to be the punishment? They're coming to you now, and you're wearing this red robe again. Passion. There's red here. We have the King of Wands next to you, in red again. Passion. The Magician again. That red throne. Passion. Whatever it is you're working towards here, especially in regards to that partnership, there's a lot of passion that's going into it. Okay, and you're feeling very strong. You're feeling very strong, and because that for you putting it all out there because your happiness is on the line, your satisfaction is on the line. Okay, it means a lot to you. Okay, there's a sense of family here, right? We see the older figure, the grandpa, we see the parents, we see the kids, and they're around that bonfire, and the stars are aligned. And the stars card, this card was on top of the pile that come out when I was shuffling. But one of the cards that I also noticed, well, 2 other cards that I remember from that pile was the 4 of water, 4 of cups, and the stars card. So, but here and again, where my eyes are being drawn to is all the stars that are in the sky, okay? All the stars, and then that one yellow star that we used to see in that star card. It's as if it's still representing here. There's a sense of wanting to make your wish come true, okay? Wanting to, this is a very, it's not just passion, it's a very, what's the word? It's a very cherished dream for you, okay? It's not just a goal like I want to get there, but it's an emotional thing for you, okay? So you're coming into your full power here. You're showing in your full strength with that Justice card showing, and Justice is number 11 on this deck, on the After Tarot deck, and number 11 for me is always my number of confirmation, 111, and we have that King of Wands here, that's another 1, right? And we have this Ace of Swords here, that's another 1. We have that 10 here, that draws again to a 1. We have that 10 of Pentacles here, another 1. We have that Magician here, another 1. And even in that 3 of Pentacles, what we see here is 111. So for me, you have a Woman's Angel card that's just that just jumped, that was on top, and I will This is it right here. So I will remember it when we get to that, but we're not there yet. But that same feeling of anticipation, okay? That I've been feeling since the very beginning, like when I was shuffling the card for you. So there's that. And by the way, as I'm every time I pull that Three of Pentacles here, what I see underneath is the Moon card. And the Moon, very soon we're going to have a full moon in Libra, in the 20th, 21st of March, beginning with that spring equinox there, beginning Aries season. So, and we have the King of Wands here, which is a fire card sign. So this time period is going to be very, very important for you, Libra, during that full moon. It will be a very great time to release any negative energy that's around you, negative thinking, negative thought process, any bad habits that you've been trying to kick, manifested during this time, because you will be able to do it. It will happen really fast. Whatever it is that you're manifesting, whatever it is that you want to make happen, this is a very auspicious time for you to do it, because here what we have is a lot of passion, and again with the backing of the universe too, but mainly it's you. There's a lot of one year, the beginning, I. That's another way you can read the one cards, okay? It's self-starting, new beginnings, auspicious new beginning, in strength at that, okay? Next, we have the King of Wands. This is the king. This is a passionate king, very creative as well. And here he's wearing this red robe, but that green cape he has on is also green. Talks about the heart chakra, right? It's telling us he's also have the passion is not just physical passion. It's not just aggression, like hormonal, like, driven passion. There's also an emotional, it's attached to the heart, and I felt that for you too. The Lady Justice also have green showing in her garment. It's like there's a real sense here, whatever it is that you're starting out, it's something that's very dear and close to your heart, okay? It's something that's very emotional. It's something that's very meaningful to you, okay? And that King of Wands here is also bringing you a lot of strength, a lot of power, action, okay? This is you taking action, the best action you can take. This is like fires or action card, and I like that that it's almost like that one there. He's not holding on to the wand, right? That King of Wands. The wand is planted. The wand has been returned to the earth, to nature. It's planted underground. And look, we have greenery on it. In the regular tarot, we used to see that one, he's holding it, right? Here, the wand has been returned to nature. He's holding his scorpio. The scorpion is no longer at his feet on the ground. It's on his hand. That's him now taking full ownership. That's you now, Libra, taking full ownership of understanding the mystical part of you, the unseen part of you, which is very strong. This is you now understanding how to follow your intuition, how to trust your instinct. That Scorpion is his sign to show his mysticism, okay? How you work with God, your angels, your ancestors, okay? Your passing loved one, how you understand their guidance, how you yourself just following your own instinct, your own intuition is creating your own world. A world that's going to bring you so much abundance. This is a 10 of Pentacles. You cannot get higher than that. This is what you're working towards, Libra. Whatever you're starting here, this emotional new beginning for you, okay? That's making you feel so strong. That's making you feel as much of yourself as you've ever felt in a long time. This is going to bring you a lot of abundance. This is the card of abundance. The 9 of Pentacles, we used to see this person sitting in the garden and enjoying the view, enjoying their hard labor. Now this is past hard labor. This is sharing. You see, it's just a child basically playing. That chest is full, overflowing with things, and there's more. There's more, and there's more. Nobody's worried. Nobody's guarding these pentacles. Nobody is like hoarding. It's like There's so much abundance. We can leave it wide open. We can leave our gold coins on the chest wide open. Right? And we can share with others. Look, the adults are walking away. It's just the child and the puppy playing with this gold coin. That's how much abundance that there is. Okay? We can leave the chest of gold right there for all to see and all to enjoy and all to take in. And the next card we have is the Ace of Swords. And again, I was talking to you earlier about following guidance, following your intuition. This Ace of Swords here, this is you fully coming. And Libra, your sign, when a Libra is not balanced, it's not really good. Once you find your balance, once you've found your groove, once you've found your little sweet spot, what works for you, it's beautiful to see. No one can be as balanced, as fair, as just, as seeming to have it all together as a Libra who's balanced. Okay? And here, Libra, it seems like spirit, the universe, God, your angels, wherever was watching over you, and all of them, because we don't have just one person. God used angels and all kind of people in your life to watch over you, to send messages to you, just like you watching this reading right now. There's a message in there for you you're supposed to receive. The whole reading may not resonate with you, but there's something in there for you. If you click on it and you're watching, there's something in there for you. Whether it's a warning, whether it's a guidance, whatever it is. Libra, you're really coming into a sense of knowing how to listen to your intuitive guidance. Your intuitive guidance. This is the Ace of Swords. It's a new beginning. It's a new offering. Right? It's a new offering in communication, perhaps. It's a new offering in the mental aspect, right? Mental. It's a very mental card. But here I'm really getting intuition, and it's intuitive intuition. The hand here from the clouds, which represents the hand of the divine, the hand of God, giving you, offering that new beginning to you. They're not offering you the sword. The sword is already grounded on the earth. You already have the sword. You know why? Because you are Libra. You are born with that sword. You're born with that sword in your hand, Libra. The divine doesn't have to offer you that sword anymore. What they're offering you now is that bird. And I'm sorry, I don't know what kind of bird is this, but that bird is your messenger. That bird is that little voice. This is the way you're going to receive your messages from God, from your guides, from your ancestors, from your angels. Wherever you draw your inspiration from. This is it. This is a gift you're receiving now. You already have that sword. That sword's already on earth with you. What the hand of God is offering you now is a new level of understanding. It's not just truth and clarity, because now you find that you found your truth. You already taking actions with that King of Wands, with that truth, to bring you greater abundance with that truth. Represented by that Ten of Pentacles. What now God is giving you is that messenger, that bird. The hand of God is giving you that message. And especially around that full moon. Libra, please do me a favor. If it's a notebook, if it's your phone, when you wake up, even days before that full moon, you can start now just to practice and to get into the habit of doing so. Write down your dreams. If there are thoughts that come to you that is unusual, write them down. Write the time, perhaps where you are, the date. Write them down. And it all may not make sense to you at the moment. It may be another year until you go back to this. And then it's like, that explains it. That's why I embarked in this new beginning. That's why I was doing this. And you understand that, yes, it's you doing all of these things, but you have the full backing of the universe. You are being guided along. Okay? You are being guided along. In doing so, you are receiving messages, whether through your dream, through your intuition, your instinct. And especially around this full moon time in Libra, that's coming up in mid-March, in that third week of March there, there's something there that's about to be activated. There's something there that's about to be manifested for you. This is the Magician, Libra. Another one, as above, so below. You see his hands? Just like in that Ace of Swords, you have the swords planted on the ground, on earth, and you have that bird being handed over to you. That's the offering from the divine. As above, from the hand of the divine, so below, the sword of a truth and clarity you already have. It's the same thing we see here in the Magician. 2 fingers are pointing down, 2 fingers are pointing up. As above, so below. Whatever you're manifesting right here on earth, whatever new beginning, that path you're setting yourself on, this new philosophy you're going to live by, this new sense of you coming into yourself that you just stepped on. Reclaiming yourself, reclaiming your full birthright, okay, of why you're here, and stepping into your life purpose, Libra. It's a beautiful thing. It's being manifested very beautifully for you, and it's something that yes, you're putting in the work. The Magician is a self-manifester. The Magician is using all the energy, all the resources available of the universe. The fire energy, King of Wands, fire, fast-moving, action, creativity, energy, life force energy. The King, the cups, you have the cups here too. 10 of Cups. Happiness, emotion, abundance of happiness, emotions. The swords. You are born with that sword. That's why Spirit is not even giving it to you in that Ace of Swords. What you're receiving is another dimension. You're going one step higher here. You already have that. And then the Pentacles. The actual material wealth, resources. The earthly gains. These are all represented here. The Pentacles, the Swords, the Cup, and the Wands above your head. This is what you're manifesting for yourself, Libra. You're the Magician. Using every element, every resources on earth, on this ground, on this 3D dimension that we're living, okay? This illusion of reality that we're all living on. Yet, finally understanding. And I say finally, I don't know why. For some of you, it might have been a long journey to get there. Understanding that, yes, you're doing all these things, but it's not just you. There is a hand, there is a secret hand behind all this. There is a secret hand that's offering you. Next step, Libra. Libra, left. Libra, smile. Libra, don't forget. This is also about, not just about doing things to bring you abundance, to bring you satisfaction, but there is an aspect of fairness here. There is an aspect of responsibility, of duty, of life purpose here. These little voices, these dreams, Libra, they're not just out of nowhere, okay? This is like just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's all we're seeing here. It's just one big universal yes. Go forth and conquer. Go forth and conquer. Okay? And I don't even need to take any clarification card for you, Libra. It's not necessary here. It's basically Spirit telling you, you're on your way, and whatever you're doing, keep doing it, and you're doing it beautifully. And we have you. We have your back. Like literally. And for those of you, if this is a love situation, oh my goodness. Especially, and I'm not even gonna call out other signs because seriously, there's all the signs here. But Libra, if you're dealing, especially because we have the King of Wands here, if you're dealing with a fire sign, okay, if you're dealing with an air sign, it really could be any sign, but especially if you're dealing with like a Gemini or an Aries, Sagittarius and Leo, you are in for a beautiful new beginning. It's gonna be strong, okay? It's gonna be like happiness that you didn't think that you probably would go back and question it and be like, is this really my life? Is this really happening? Is this really happening? And there will be a real sense of community and sharing, because the true happiness of this card, this is the Ten of Cups. This is the card of absolute happiness and literally absolute happiness. That's the best way to do it. Finding your emotional satisfaction. And here we see the whole family included, right? There's a real sense of community here in what you're doing. Even in the Ten of Pentacles, the adults are gone. It's a child and a puppy. And everything is wide on the open for anybody to come and stop by. They're not inside a house, inside a building. It seems like it's wet in the open. It's like in a courtyard, almost like. And I tried earlier, I wasn't trying. There was a card pulled out for you. It was a True Love, one of the Women's Angel card before I even started. So for those of you dealing with a romantic situation, we have here Release Your Ex. This the time has come to clear your energy. And I kind of felt like this, to tell you the truth, Libra, around that full moon. Full moon usually is not the time when you set intentions. Full moon is the time when you release energy. And as I'm saying to you, there's a butterfly. I'm facing my front yard doing this reading, and and there's a beautiful butterfly that just like is sitting way up and just basically dancing for you, Libra. It's just amazing how these things happen. But yeah, so full moon usually is a time to release, okay? And having the moon picking under that Three of Cups in reverse. So I really feel like if you're dealing with any kind of partnership that's imbalanced, this may be the time for you to release it. Or yourself, if you feel like you don't giving too much, or there's not that justice, that fairness is not there, that situation is going to be rectified, okay? And I feel like you won't even have to do that much. It's just going to be taken care of during that full moon energy. Anything that's around you that's no longer serves you, even if it's just your own thoughts and ideas, if it's people that are no longer, that you feel that you cannot take on this new journey you're going on, that are not going to make it with you, that cannot rise to that higher level, that high vibration that you're rising to, Libra, they're gonna be released, okay? And yes, you may have to do you may have to do some work on it, but I feel like the universe is gonna guide you along. The card that jumped out for you, however, is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And this is like a mouthful. So Libras, for those of you that are like already in romantic situation, if you've been having trouble with your mate, this may be the source of some of the conflict, okay? This may be the source of some of the conflict. Meaning that you may have different value system. You may have different value system. For your mate may think, or you may think that, okay, somebody in that relationship may think they have it all figured out. Their job in the relationship is to be the decider, to say you go left, you go right. Okay, maybe you bring that wall a little bit higher and allowing the other person to do all the heavy lifting. And that's never right. So what's going to happen is that justice, you Libra, you're the justice, that's your card, is going to come in to, like I said from the beginning, to recalibrate that situation. Because right now, this is what's facing you. In some kind of partnership that you're dealing with, there's a sense of imbalance, okay? So, and for some of you, religious factor, your value system is a factor. When we talk about religious upbringing and spiritual path, there's a sense of value system. Because your spiritual path, it doesn't matter if you're Christian, if you're Baptist, if you're Catholic, if you're Buddhist, well, it's not really religion, Buddhism, but it's more philosophy. But if you're Hinduism, if you're Muslim, it doesn't matter what is your religious belief. Religion deals with value system, okay? It's not just about which prophet you're following. The prophet, the whole idea of them has to do with a certain value system that they bring forth. There's a message that was communicated to them, to the divine, whether it's Christ, it's Jesus, who says he's the Son of God, that God sent him to basically save humanity, right? To his own self-sacrifice, dying on the cross, so we can all be saved. Whether it's, you know, the Prophet Muhammad, if you're Muslim, he had his own dreams, right? And so God speak to him and communicate his ideals, his values that he got from God. He received from God, so messages from God, right? It's still about values. So whenever I see that card, I go straight to values. So for some of you, if you're not already in a relationship, even if you're already in a relationship, it's really a good time for you to start talking out about what are your values. Do you share the same value system? If someone believes going to church every Sunday is what gonna make them a good person, it's what's gonna guarantee them a seat in the kingdom of everlasting, you know, life, and then during the week they can be a jerk to anybody and everybody. They can be a hoarder and not sharing. They can be judgmental and judge other people, and they think just going to church every Sunday, that's what's going to save them. That's their value system. And you don't have to even read the Bible or any kind of religious text to know. Just common sense, something is not right there. I don't think that's going to work out for you, son. Like, you know. But if you're somebody who know you were born a sinner, God created you, you are a child of God with your own set of gifts, with your own flaws that you're supposed to be working on during this life cycle, and you doing your best every single day. Yes, you will make mistakes because that is part of life. We're not perfect beings. But you're self-aware, understanding your weak spots, understanding the things that you can work on right now, understanding the things that you needed help in working on right now, understanding the things that, oh dear God, only you can save me because there's nothing I can do to really get myself out of this. I release all that into you. Please get me out of this way of thinking. Get me out of this bad habit. Once to be really self-aware and trying your best every day, and you don't go to church every day, but you help your in your community, you help within your family, you basically meditate, you pray in your own heart, okay, with God, the divine, wherever you're getting your message. You learn to give thanks, to be grateful for the little things that you have as well as the big thing. And you believe that it's going to save you. You believe that's what's going to guarantee your seat in God's kingdom. I don't need to read any bibliotext. I will say, you know what? I will sign up for this. That plan you on, that value system. That's because that's my value system. So Libra, at this time, go back again. Think about what is your value system. When it comes to partnership, whether it's work, whether it's, especially if it's women's, because that's what we have here. Religious factors religious factors are influencing your love life. So think about what is your value system. It's a time for you to reflect on that, I feel. Especially as you're embarking in this new beginning, because especially if you're starting something new, work, relationship, whatever it is, you're going to be testing along the way. Okay, there's gonna be shortcuts. There's gonna be things being offered to you. That there are decisions you will make that's gonna test you, your authenticity. That's going to test also your ethics. Okay, what do you value? What are important to you? What are your morals? And for you, once you clear in yourself what are those for you, what are important to you, you'll be able to recognize them in other people, and you'll also be able to see if someone else does not share the same value system as you do. And from the beginning, you can have that conversation. And it's not to say you have to go with somebody who shares the same value system as you, but it's to be able to know from the beginning where you stand. I am with that person. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe there's an afterlife. He doesn't believe there's this, doesn't believe there's that. But he's a good person. You can see that in the person. Perhaps one day he'll have one experience, he'll have one encounter that will change that. He's on his own path. He's on his own journey. He has his own lessons to learn. But if you love that person and you can see the good part, we're not here to, you're a Libra, you're here to seek balance, not so much to judge. Only God can judge. Right? So it's like, really take some time, Libra, to really think, and not so much about the other person, but also your own value system during this time. And anything you no longer need, this is a very good time to manifest it out of your life. You can manifest things in, you can also manifest things out. Okay? Google full moon ritual, how to release energy. I don't know why we make it such a big thing about the planetary energy that don't affect us. The waves in the ocean are affected by the moon. If it's a full moon, if it's a new moon, back in the old days, even now in some cultures, that's how they know if they're gonna have high tide, low tide by the what's happening with the moon. Okay, it also affects us. If it can affect the whole ocean, why do you think it doesn't affect us? So we are affected by the planetary bodies. We are affected. We are all connected. The sun, the moon, the air we breathe, the trees that are around us, everything. Just like we affect them, they affect us too. We're all connected. So the moon energy is one way you can release, okay? Especially during the full moon, you can release anything that you want. If you need to release that ex, you can Google it. There are things you can do just with your own mind, your own intention, setting it out there, letting the universe know, I no longer want this, writing it down and throw it away, flush it down the toilet, burn it, throw it, bury it, whatever you got to do. But the most part, it comes with you, Libra. It's your intentions, okay? Because you're the magicians during this time. You wish something to be, you're starting on your business, you're manifesting it. Be clear about what you want. I want this to bring me great abundance. That 10 of Pentacles, you can put a number on it. What does that pentacle mean to you? 10 million? 50 million? That's what you're working towards. State it. Own it. Okay? And if that's stuff you need to release, it's the same applies. Spirit Fox. That's the one that just came out for you. Okay? This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. And you get Spirit Fox, and at the bottom of the deck, you have Medicine Mother. Such a beautiful card. Honor your inner knowing. Ah, did you hear that? Honor your inner knowing. Didn't I go in a whole riff for like a good almost 4 minutes on this? That's it, Libra. That's it. And that inner knowing, it's coming from high above, from God himself or herself. From the divine, okay? Honor your inner knowing. These instincts, this intuition, these messages you're receiving, this new burst of creativity, of inspiration that you own right now. It is a gift from God. Honor it. Learn how to receive it. Learn how to interpret them. Understand when they're coming. Start paying attention. Okay? Especially if it's through your dreams. That's why I'm encouraging you. Start writing down your dreams. Because the more you can hear it, the more you train yourself to understand them, to tap into that energy, the more you're going to be able to make of it. Okay? And the more information you get. Ah, this is beautiful. Honor your inner knowing, Libra. And the card that actually came out was Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Oh, yes. I'm so excited for you. Oh my goodness. I'm breaking in a sweat right now. Like this is so much passion. There's so much, let's go, let's do it. Trust your talents in changing time. And by the way, with all that excitement, with all that passion, we don't have a knight here on this day, on the table. We don't have a one here, which is youthful energy, because that's what it feels like to me. But no, you have the King of Wands, and you have Lady Justice and the Magician. This is serious stuff. This is the big kid table. Not big kid, actually. This is the adult table, okay? This is the master's table you're on now, Libra. They're literally calling you to take your place at the table, to claim your birthright. And this is like, that's why they're telling you to trust your talents in changing times. Because Things are changing for you. All these ones we have here, ones are new beginning, ones are a starting point. Yes, this is 11, but it's 1 and 1, 11, right? It's literally, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 here. Okay, this is like a real starting point. Like if it's a race that 7 of you are about to start, someone's gonna be at the finish line. In Libra, it's your reading, it's you. And you showed up here at the beginning to start it all. It's you. This is so beautiful. I am so happy for you. Enjoy it. Understand it. Take it in. If you have to watch this again, watch it again. I feel like there's so much energy for you. Like it's like you're being called home. You're being called to really, that's why it keeps coming. Claim your birthright. And I want to read it from the book for you, because this is what this is called. Angels and Ancestors Oracle Guidebook. So I like the message to come through as it is stated. So Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Stay alert as change is in the air. Indeed. The energies around you are changing at this time. And although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to teach spaces you've never encountered before. And this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring, because they really are the answers to your prayers. Yes, on edge, that's how I started this reading. Anxiety and patience. That's why I asked you to ground yourself. But this is what this is saying, because they really are the answers to your prayers. You manifested this. The Magician card here. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. Lord have mercy. Spirit is talking to you, Libra. My God. Thank you so much for using me to deliver this message. Somebody needed to hear this, and I am so sorry it's going on so long, and I'm trying very hard to keep this at under 20 minutes, but it's not happening. I have to deliver the message the way it's coming on to me. Folks, did you hear that? Did you hear that? This is almost like a summary of everything we've been talking about. Of everything we've been talking about. They say the experience is being hunted. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you. Yes, behind you. Any imbalance, any unfairness, it's behind you. That was what's facing you. You're about to release that. If it's even a romantic relationship, they're asking you to release that. Okay? Because now, what's happening for you now? And you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Yes. Your glory, you being your full Libra. That's the major arcana of Libra. That's you in your full self-actualization self, actualized self. The highest part of you that you can be. Your glory and your talents, your creativity, passion with the King of Wands. This is like this whole reading being stated in one paragraph for you Libra. Okay? Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. And you will be, because you are already on your way. Calling to Spirit Medicine. Calling upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen. This is the intuition. This is the Scorpio in his hand. This is that intuitive wealth that you have sitting there waiting for you to tap on, Libra. And I think you're just about to start. And you're about to surprise quite a few people who are not expecting that strength, that inner strength to come out from you. We're not expecting that level of guidance that you can now receive from the divine, straight from the divine. Whether they're using angels, dreams, your spirit guides, people in your life to bring this together for you. But this is the time. This is go time. This is start, go. the bell horn has been blown. This is like sprint to the finish, and you are already on your way. Like this is just so beautiful. And I'm sorry for this going on and on and on again. Like seriously, thank you so much, Libra, for your continued support. I'm so happy for you. This is like very strong. This is very strong. There's a lot of work here to be done. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of abundance to be had. Okay, there's a lot of prayers and manifesting. Okay, and setting intentions out into the universe to God. What am I supposed to do? Lead me. Tell me. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Please take me to my life purpose. I need a new beginning. I need something new. I need to start. I need to do something. Show me. And they're showing it to you, and you're taking on the mental. And I'm so happy for you. You're getting yourself out of the den. You're reclaiming your birthright. You're gonna sit at the table where you're supposed to be. And please enjoy the journey, okay? Enjoy the journey. Release what no longer serves you. And come back beginning of April. I'm excited to see what else is there for you, Libra. I'm sending you so much love, okay? Remember, love is the only answer. Bye.